Hello friends, welcome to the second lecture of the optics, that is polarization. Last time I tell you that the polarizations can be, light have the three types of polarization. Polarization is the orientation of the electric field vector in that light, that is also electromagnetic wave. So you will basically try to find out the orientation of the electric field. Okay, so polarization, there are three types of polarization. One can linearly polarized, another is elliptically polarized light, and third is circularly polarized light. And I showed you the cases for where the phase difference between the components of the electric field, that is electric field can be decomposed to its two components, one along the x direction, that is Ex, and another along the y direction, that is Ey. And if the phase difference between the two waves is 0 or pi, then that will be linearly polarized light. If the phase difference between them is pi by 2, plus pi by 2 or minus pi by 2, that will be circularly polarized light, provided that the magnitudes of electric field vector along x direction and along y direction must be same. And third is when the phase difference in anything except 0, pi by 2, then will be, this is the most general case, that is elliptically polarized light. Now I told you that states of polarization and the elliptically polarized light, circularly polarized light, the rotation of the electric field vector can be clockwise, can be anti-clockwise. So how do you find it out that whether the rotation is clockwise or whether the rotation is anti-clockwise? The clockwise rotation means the right circularly polarized, right elliptically polarized light, and the anti-clockwise rotation means the left circularly polarized light or left elliptically polarized light. So if you have a question that how to find out any elliptically polarized light or circularly polarized light is either left circularly polarized light or right circularly polarized light, how do you find that? Suppose you have the two components, Ex equals to E naught x cos omega t and Ey equals to E naught y cos omega t plus pi by 2. I am taking pi by 2 case where E naught x and E naught y are different. Okay. Now, and you have to, first I don't take here k dot r term, I just make it 0. Okay, I am taking at origin. Okay, to make it simple, as simple as that. T equals to 0, the time, the initial time. Ex will be E naught x because cos omega t is cos 0, that is 1, and Ey will be E 0 because cos pi by 2. So pi by 2 is 0, cos pi by 2 is 0. So at t equals to 0, Ex equals to E naught x, Ey equals to 0. So let us suppose this is the t equals to 0 time. So electric field along x will be E naught x and the electric field along y is 0. Now t equals to pi by 2, Ex equals to 0 and Ey equals to minus E naught y, because pi by 2, this component will be 0 and this component will be pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is cos pi, that is minus 1, so minus E naught y. So your electric field vector along y direction E naught y will be minus E naught y and this will be 0. So you get this position. So the rotation is like this. This is the clockwise rotation. Okay. Let us take another period of pi by 2. So t equals to pi. Ex will be minus, because minus E naught x, because cos pi equals to minus 1, and Ey will be 0. So t equals to 3 by 2, 3 pi by 2, Ex equals to 0, Ey equals to E naught y. So you just find out one rotation, you will you can understand that the rotation is clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, so it is rotating like this. So electric field vector at any time it is tracing this way. So this is the clockwise direction and this implies the right elliptically polarized light. Now if you have electric field component along y direction, Ey E naught y cos omega t minus pi by 2 and Ex equals to E naught x cos omega t, what will happen? You have done nothing, you just change it from plus to minus sign. Let us see. So t equals to 0, Ex equals to E naught x, just like the same way, because Ex equals to E naught x to 0, E equals to E naught x, and Ey equals to, now pi by 2 minus pi by 2, so cos 0, so that will be Ex equals to, this will be 0, so cos omega t, Ey equals to 0 at t equals to 0, because cos pi by 2 is 0. Now t equals to pi by 2, what will happen? At t equals to pi by 2, cos pi by 2 equals to 0, that is Ex equals to 0, and Ey will be pi by 2 minus pi by 2, that is 0, so cos 0 equals to plus 1, so Ey will be E naught y. Now t equals to pi, Ex equals to minus E naught x because of cos pi, and Ey equals to 0 because pi minus pi by 2, that is also pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0, and E equals to 3 pi by 2 will be Ex equals to 0 and Ey equals to minus E naught y. So you see here, the E equals to E naught x at t equals to 0, then E equals to plus E naught y at t equals to pi by 2. So this is plus E naught y. So here the rotation is clockwise rotation. This is minus E naught x. This is minus E naught y. So you find out that the t equals to 0, t equals to pi by 2, t equals to pi time the electric field vectors, the components of electric field along x, component of electric field along y, and you easily can find out the rotation of the electric field vector. So this is the anti-clockwise rotation. So this is the left elliptically polarized line. Now I told you, whenever this E naught y equals to E naught x, that is both are the magnitudes are same, then the elliptically polarized line will be the circularly polarized line. So this is the circularly polarized line when both the magnitudes of electric field will be same. So, and in case of find out the right circularly polarized line or left circularly polarized line, you do the same thing what I have explained. Now have you ever thought that how do I represent the elliptically polarized line? Okay, so suppose you have the electric field along a particular direction, perpendicular direction. Suppose this is along y and this is along x. So you have to think it physically that along y the electric field components are different and along x the electric field vectors are different. So they have both different magnitudes and they have some phase difference. So how do you represent it? You don't usually, what we do, if the waves are in phase, the maximum of the wave, one electric field vector will be the maximum for the another electric field vector. So both are in phase. But if the two waves, the maximum of the one wave is not exactly at the same time that the second wave also to its maximum, it will have some phase difference. So here, see, the maximum of this wave is not that at same instant where the maximum of this another wave, which is doing and in x direction, and this is doing happening in the y direction. So both the magnitudes are also different. So I have purposefully drawing one say smaller with a smaller magnitude, another with a larger magnitude, and this is the trace of the this is the representation of the elliptically polarized line. This is going like that way. The electric field vector are not like this. Okay, and this is the circularly polarized light wave. Where the electric field, if you see here, from here you will see that this is the trace of the electric field vector. So it will be elliptical in size, and in case of circularly polarized light, electric field vector vectors will be like this. So these are the physical diagram of the elliptically polarized light, circularly polarized light. So I have a question that have you understood? This is in general electromagnetic wave in classical theory that I am telling you polarization. So what will happen when I tell you polarization in terms of quantum theory? That is, if you understand photon as a light as a photon, how do you think that what is it? What will its polarization? So you understand that in quantum mechanics there is a concept of spin, that is a spin that is clockwise spin or anti-clockwise spin. Okay, a spin moving up, spin doing downwards. So if you think that photons are also have some spinning properties, so in quantum mechanics, if you think in terms of spin and the orientation of the spin, it will give you the polarization of its state of vibration. So in quantum mechanics, you can relate that the classical electromagnetic theory, you are representing it with the wave diagram, with the wave theory, and in quantum mechanics, you will do it in terms of photon, and you will think that the orientation of its spin, and that will describe or specifies its state of polarization. So thank you so much, students. Next time we will discuss more.